In a quaint town in America, nestled between rolling hills and vibrant landscapes, stood Willow Creek General Store. It was a place where the community gathered, sharing stories and laughter amid the shelves filled with everyday goods. Behind the counter was Mia, a dedicated cashier known for her warm smile and genuine kindness. With her chestnut hair pulled into a neat bun and a name badge glinting under the fluorescent lights, Mia had become a familiar face to the regular customers. One sunny afternoon, as the gentle hum of the store blended with the faint scent of fresh coffee from the nearby cafe, the bell above the door chimed softly. Mia looked up from her register, ready to greet the next customer. It was a quiet day, the usual chatter replaced by a serene stillness that enveloped the store. But today felt different, a sense of anticipation hung in the air. A tall man entered, his rugged appearance suggesting he had traveled far. His work boots were dusty, and his jacket bore the marks of a long journey. But what caught Mia's attention was the small boy standing beside him, clinging to the man's hand. The boy, no older than 8, had curly hair and a shy demeanor, his gaze darting nervously around the store. As they approached the counter, the man set down a loaf of bread and a carton of milk. He nodded at Mia, but the boy remained silent, his eyes focused on the floor. "Good afternoon. How's your day going?" Mia asked cheerfully. The man smiled faintly but didn't respond. Instead, he leaned down to the boy and squeezed his shoulder gently, encouraging him. Mia noticed the flicker of fear in the boy's eyes as he reached into his pocket and pulled out a small, crumpled piece of paper. He handed it to Mia with trembling fingers, the note written in shaky handwriting, "Can I have candy?" Mia's heart tightened at the sight. She felt an overwhelming urge to connect with the boy. "Of course you can," she said softly, her voice instinctively gentle. She grabbed a candy bar from the nearby rack and slid it across the counter. "Is this the one you like?" The boy's face lit up, although he looked to the man for confirmation. The man signed something encouraging to him, and Mia realized he was using sign language. The boy nodded eagerly, a small smile breaking through his shyness. Just as the man completed the transaction, the boy looked back at Mia and gave a small wave. Mia waved back, her heart warmed by the exchange. But then, unexpectedly, the boy tugged at the man's sleeve, gesturing urgently. The man knelt down to listen, and after a brief conversation in sign language, the boy approached Mia once more, this time with more confidence. He handed her another note that read, "Thank you for being kind." Mia's throat tightened, a wave of emotion sweeping over her. "You're very welcome," she replied, hoping he could read her lips. She held up the note and tapped her chest. "This means a lot to me." The boy's smile widened, radiant and genuine. As they left, Mia felt a warmth spread through her chest, a simple encounter that had left a profound impact on her. Little did she know that someone else had been observing the entire interaction. In a corner of the store, a man with graying hair and a weathered face sat sipping coffee. Dressed in a plain uniform, he blended into the background, but his sharp eyes missed nothing. This man, Oliver Hayes, was the owner of the store, disguised as a janitor to observe his employees in their most authentic moments. The following day, Mia arrived early to prepare the store, her thoughts lingering on the boy and his guardian. She couldn't shake the feeling that their paths would cross again. From his vantage point, Oliver watched Mia with quiet fascination. He recognized the rare quality of kindness she embodied, a trait he had seen in few employees during his years of managing the store. As the morning unfolded, the store began to fill with customers. An elderly gentleman approached Mia, his hands fumbling through his pockets. "I'm so sorry," he muttered, embarrassment etched on his face. "I could have sworn I had my wallet." "Take your time," Mia said reassuringly. "No rush at all." Her calm demeanor eased the man's nerves, and after a few moments of searching, he finally pulled out his wallet with a triumphant smile. "Here it is," he exclaimed. "No worries at all," Mia replied, handing him his receipt with a cheerful grin. As the man left, a noticeable spring in his step, Oliver nodded to himself, confirming his suspicions. It wasn't just the big gestures that defined Mia, it was the small, everyday moments of compassion that truly set her apart. Later in the day, a delivery truck pulled up outside. Mia stepped out to help unload boxes, greeting the driver with her usual enthusiasm. "How's your family doing, Rick?" she asked, grabbing a box. "They're good, thanks. Jenny started school last week, and she's loving it so far," Rick replied, his expression brightening. "That's great to hear," Mia said genuinely. "She must be growing up so fast." Oliver observed from inside the store, leaning on his mop. Mia's ability to connect with both customers and delivery drivers was something he rarely saw. It was as if caring was woven into her very nature. As the afternoon wore on, the steady flow of customers slowed, giving Mia a brief moment to breathe. She used the lull to rearrange the candy display, humming softly to herself. Oliver continued to assess her performance, noting the intangible qualities she brought to the store. Suddenly, the bell chimed, and there they were, the man and the boy returned. This time, their presence shifted the atmosphere of the store. Mia's face lit up with delight. "Hello again," she greeted them. The boy, Leo, gave a small wave, still shy but more comfortable than before. "Did you find what you were looking for yesterday?" Mia asked gently. The man nodded and handed Mia a small notepad. He had written a message: "We wanted to thank you again. Leo couldn't stop talking about how kind you were." Mia's cheeks flushed with pride. "It was my pleasure," she replied. Leo looked up at her, clutching his notebook tightly. After a moment's hesitation, he flipped through the pages, revealing drawings of hand signs alongside written words. "I want to show you something," Leo signed excitedly. Mia leaned closer, marveling at his artwork. "Are these signs?" she asked, her curiosity piqued. Leo nodded enthusiastically, pointing to one and demonstrating it with his hands. Mia mimicked his movements, and when she got it right, Leo beamed with joy. Oliver watched the exchange, his heart swelling with admiration. There was a purity in the connection between Mia and Leo, a mutual respect that transcended words. It was clear to him that Mia wasn't just kind, she was transformative. As the man and Leo prepared to leave, Leo turned back one last time and waved at Mia, his smile radiant. Mia waved back, her heart full. She felt a deep sense of fulfillment, a reminder of why she loved working at the store. Days turned into weeks, and Mia found herself reflecting on her interactions with Leo and his guardian. The boy's drawings and his eagerness to communicate had left an indelible mark on her heart. Meanwhile, Oliver continued to observe, convinced that there was more to Leo and his story than met the eye. One afternoon, a well-dressed woman entered the store, her presence commanding attention. "Excuse me," she said, "I'm looking for the manager." Mia directed her to Oliver, who greeted her with curiosity. "I'm Claire Sutton," she introduced herself, handing Oliver a business card. "I work for a non-profit that supports children with disabilities. I believe one of our volunteers may have visited your store recently, a boy named Leo." Oliver's interest piqued. "Yes, Leo's been here a couple of times. He's a wonderful kid." Claire's smile softened. "He has. His guardian, James, mentioned this place when I saw him yesterday. He said Leo had a fantastic experience here, thanks to a young woman at the counter." Mia's cheeks flushed with humility. "It was nothing. Leo is such a bright boy." "Actually," Claire said, "Leo has been working on a project, a series of drawings about his experiences. He wanted to include something about this store and about you specifically. Would you be open to meeting with him again?" Mia's heart raced at the thought. "I'd be happy to," she replied. "Whatever helps Leo." As the days passed, Oliver couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to Leo's story. He decided to keep a close eye on the situation, eager to understand the bond that had formed between Mia and the boy. The day of the event arrived, and the store buzzed with excitement. Mia greeted Leo and James, who were accompanied by Claire. As they approached, Leo's face lit up when he saw Mia. "Your artwork looks amazing," she exclaimed. Leo beamed and began signing. "Thank you. Happy friend." Mia responded with the signs she had learned, making Leo's eyes widen in delight. As the evening unfolded, Mia felt a deep sense of belonging. She met other children from the nonprofit, each with their own stories and talents. Leo's drawings became the centerpiece of the event, drawing admiration from everyone in attendance. In the weeks that followed, the Sunflower Hearts initiative took shape, with Mia at the helm. She organized new initiatives to provide ongoing support for families in need, inspired by Leo's creativity and resilience. Oliver, proud of Mia's leadership, watched as the community rallied behind the cause. One day, as the store celebrated the anniversary of Sunflower Hearts, Mia stood among friends and family, reflecting on how far they had come. The warmth and joy they had created together filled her heart with gratitude. She had found her purpose in helping others, proving that small acts of kindness could indeed change the world. As she looked at Leo, who was proudly showing his latest drawings to a group of children, Mia knew that the journey was just beginning. Their connection, born from a simple encounter, had blossomed into something extraordinary, a testament to the power of compassion and community.